Yat et Arnoldso, Shik Edo Shidane, She Niomi Banali, Yenishe, Adone, Nishlanigi, Ashe Dene Nishla, Bit Ane Bashichin, Torichini, E Dashiche, Tachini Dashanella, Zitlajin, Baran, Do Nasha, Sebi, Ada Shanache, Gut Ego, E Bala Ashlani, Being God, Bibe, Wet, Do. What inspires me to run for Miss Navajo is mainly my family. I have a very strong support from my family, my grandmas, and my shicho. And the one that influenced me to run for Miss Navajo was my shimasane, Palinda Bigay. She really encouraged me to run for Miss Navajo. As myself, I'm confident as well. My hobbies are riding horses, chasing cattle with the horse, and also just being outside. I love being outside more than being inside. Yeah, I know as a woman, you're supposed to be inside more than outside and not do the mainly work, but I do both. I love being outside with my uncles mainly. I love to run when I can, mainly when I'm not busy. I also love to play softball. I'm done with high school softball, but I still play softball with this team called Bedzid that Mayaj made for his nieces, but also for other girls who still continue to want to play softball. To the younger generation, to the kids, keep listening to your Shimasene Doshiche. Keep listening to them. Learn the language. And you never know, you might not have that in your family, your language. The language doesn't keep growing. Yeah, just to keep the language going and the culture as a Dene.
Yad Shik Edo Bilkehest Amy, Shil Trahasi Do, She Nuts Otana at Trachini Nishle, Tratnesani Bashishin, Kinyani Dashiche, Yaidana at Trachini Dashanale, Renisha Bigay a Yinishe, Shimado Shija a Rodriguez Chini do Christopher Bigay Willia, Shimasana a Cynthia Deschini Willia, Doshiche a Rodriguez Chini Willia. Chanela Essa a Eloise Bigay Willia, Doshanella Hesti a Bobby Bigay Willia. 10 times I had been Nasha. Nile Sedato, do look at me, Twodo Tsakhane, the Nashi, a Yusikeheste, do Shiaho up. I was inspired to run for Miss Navajo from my Mayaja. She was a previous title holder of Miss Navajo Nation, and I wanted to follow in her footsteps. I was also influenced by the community around me that encouraged me to practice my language and my culture. So that was important for me to continue to uphold and continue to learn. My hobbies include hiking outdoors. I also enjoy cooking and baking. I'm also a big basketball fan, so I enjoy playing basketball and also watching basketball. Be sezanigi e tenek echo hanet donat nutkin be ina dole. Nihimasane do nitkiche hanet be dahalo do e bitsado nat nitkin holo do le nasko be di lito dole.
Ashene yat shik esto shido na no sinigi she kiana omi totally na yinishe na kaida na enishlingo tachini bashishin twitchini dashiche ado kia ani dashinale shema Aaron Totolina Pablo Willie shaje Jonathan Pablo Willie shema sane do shiche Evelyn do Aaron Totolina Willie Chanela Asan do Chanela Hustin Lita do Mike Thompson Willie Ta igi shideja shehonlo, do na kishina shehonlo, akut ego shilheje igi shehonlo. Na din di shinache, nale datizinto bakate a de shagan, ne iji hisanide e yasi nasha. Kintlana de watachige otrate, Northern Arizona University de Bainishta. Azet ne kahepiyeke shanane shehonlo. Nalehos dode ade azet ne kahe Mayo Clinic walyehigi shanane shehonlo. Akut ego de ne asana nishle. My biggest inspiration to run for Miss Navajo are the lineage of women I come from. My grandma and my mom and my nale asane, those are my biggest inspirations in life. Though I've grown up to see and be inspired by former Miss Navajos, my auntie and my grandma have also ran for Miss Navajo and have reigned their titles as well. I've also have a big passion for helping my community as well as my people here on the Navajo reservation. The disparities growing up gave me the inspiration to be able to give back to my community. That's what inspires me to run for Miss Navajo. Some of my hobbies include reading, sewing, and going to the gym. I often prioritize my health and I always discover new talents and skills that I have. I also love to listen to music as a form of taking care of myself. I'm able to push myself to my goals and my successes through practicing these hobbies that I have. If I were to say one thing to my people, is to take care of each other. We come from a lot of disparities and a lot of generational traumas that not a lot of us know. Our youth and our younger generations, their voices need to be heard. Taking care of each other and understanding each other on a spiritual level is what's needed to elevate and grow our culture.
Yat shik do shidine shikohasi shide yone anotso she de noa jikan joni yazi inisha ado ne nishlinigi klichi inisle trabaha bashichin but ani dashiche kia ani dashinele tabi in the sky de nasha yisi look at how gay de nasha Shemahto Shije Dr. Victoria Yazido Francis Yazi III Willie Shidejike Danedo Delia Yazi Willie Shemasanado Shiche Merrily Kinnido Leroy Kinney Willie Twidene Shet de Kehet Chanella Asado Chanella Haskin Glindy Yazido Francis Yazi II Willie Sledge in de Kehet. I do like writing. So last year I was the American Indian Education Higher Consortium inaugural poet. So I did win the poetry slam last year representing Diné College. So that was my first time ever being, reading my work to the public, and I was nervous, but I felt very confident because a lot of what I have to say in my poetry and my writing has a lot to do with my community and my family and where I come from. And I just want to do my best to advocate for the land there and my community. And I just want people, to know where I come from and to know that where they come from as well, we are all strong together. And I just want to represent that in the best way that I can, and also really just express myself through my writing, because I feel like who I am through my writing that's the best version of me. I also do enjoy being outdoors and camping, being with my relatives and family. I do enjoy running and being outside. Sa'anare bekehajon nandien, benasko yikato, trededi natin, big echo. Galsin benasko yikato. No setle be nanshindo. And I just want to, continue to encourage young people, to learn their language, learn their culture, learn their communities, and just where they come from, because that in itself is very powerful. And I just want our young people to feel empowered, to feel like there are opportunities out there for them to pursue wherever their endeavors may lead them. And again, just to carry with them their clans, just remember who their grandparents are as well, because with those teachings all embedded with them, with their prayers that were said for them, we must never forget, those prayers and those songs that were sung and said for us to be where we are today. And I really just want to encourage the youth to remember to continue to share those prayers and ask questions and really just connect with who they are as, with their Diné self-identity. And that's just what I wish to share with all of our communities. Yeah.
Yad shigero shidene to da isonos angi shea Tanisha Francis yinchia Sandra Kininishle yo idina etwodich eatni bashichin tko heglini dashiche do ashin dashinele shea nile lo halibiade enasha do nahis eight adashinache Shema Thomasina Francis William to shija JC Francis William and Shema Sene doshiche a Helen Sosi William dan to Thomas Sosi William Chanela Isado Chanela Hestin a Eleanor do Archie Francis Williams e Shema Oyo Eltine Yenesa Oko Shanai Enake a Jerson do Jason Francis William Shada Etka a Vanessa Bigay do Tiffany Burbank do April Francis William Shadeja Etka a Jamisha Yazi do Ezra do Kara Kira William a Naki Higinele Shea Nakidamildo ba Nadine Dinto Nakidamildo ba Nadine Ishklat Nabahobit a can't bini Yeshwith. I got ego den edge Canishland. My name is Tanisha Francis. I'm from the Honeycomb Cliff Rock People clan, born for the Beaded Bitterwater clan. My maternal grandparents are the Water Flowing Together clan, and my paternal grandparents are the Salt People clan. I come from Fish Point, Arizona. I'm 19 years old, and my mom's name is Thomasina Francis. My dad was the late JC Francis. My grandma was the late Helen Sosi, and my grandpa is Thomas Sosi. My paternal grandparents were the late Eleanor and Archie Francis. My mom raised three of my cousin sisters and two of my little nieces. So with them, I have two older brothers, Jerson and Jason Francis. I have three older sisters, Vanessa Bigay, Tiffany Burbank, and April Francis. I have three little sisters, Jamisha, Yazi, and Ezra and Kyra Carroll, who are twins. And I am running for the 2024 to 2025 Miss Navajo Nation, and that is how I identify as a young Diné woman. What inspires me to run for Miss Navajo would be my cousin sister, Crystalline Curley. She really inspires and encouraged me ever since I was little to run for Miss Navajo, and I've looked up to her ever since she had the crown. And I still look up to her to this day. She always calls me her shadow. My hobbies and my interests would include anything outdoors, such as camping, fishing, and hiking, and I like to read. I want to learn how to hunt, but we'll see about that. And my family, we have livestock, so being outdoors, it's really soothing and it comforts me in a way. And I like to paint. What message I have for the community would be to just be yourself and to not listen to any of the negative comments and to keep going and to push forward.
Yat she kwandina begin she a konde kuda shidine hanaga in the shido karo kaiwa bashishi ma edeshki da shetado Mississippi chicasa e rationale Aro and lay dark a helen and then I use nasha a condon lay zipit ode dashagan aro ari inchka Utah State University with yaki Shamara shija a sharing brigade Antonio Charlie ode Shamasan Dutch a Linda dealt with some senior lay dark a helen and then Chanela is down there. Chanela has skin a Linda dealt Robert Anderson of the end lay and a dark Oklahoma de it's aga the net is done initially. Running has always been something that has been in the back of my mind since I was really young. From when I first ran for my first pageant to when I graduated high school, attended college, I wanted to continue to reach that dream for myself, and it just seems right. Like for me, where I'm at in life, it just felt right to start or to do it now. My hobbies and interests include going to song and dances and singing, photography, and a message I would like to give to our people is to always be willing to learn, because you can never stop learning as young and as old as some people are. I think being open-minded and still learning about our traditions is one of the big things that'll keep the way that we